experiencing it more than most.
It is a locust invasion of epic proportions, and it is swarming East Africa right now.
So the United Nations says that these insects could decimate the region's food supply, and it's concerned it could become a full-blown plague.
For 3 months now, swarms of desert locusts have been eating their way through East Africa. Here in Kenya's Laikipia County, people bag utensils to try and ward off an increasing menace to their livelihoods. All to no avail. The locusts keep coming. A voracious appetite means these locusts eat the equivalent of their own body weight in a single day. Beans, maize, pasture for animals. Nothing stands a chance.
Oh, heck.
All right, so first and foremost, I just want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, right? Yahweh being the name of the true Father, the Most High Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai being the name of the only begotten Son, Hamashiach. Also want to give a special shout out and double honors to the elders over at the Marshal Raya Sharala and all the brothers out there pushing this truth, no matter what congregation you with. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we just brothers out here getting this word in and getting this milk for the people out here, right? So I'm going to rewind it because I think what needs to be noted is what the news anchor said at the beginning of this. And let me just go back. But he said the word plague. And this is off a Daily Show with Trevor Noah. And before I kind of push play, I just wanted people to kind of, if you're listening to this, you understand that we in the end times. You know, this is the fourth quarter. I don't know how many minutes is left, but I know we way past, you know, we deep in the fourth quarter. And, I just want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashim Hawashai for allowing me to get this clarity and on what's going on, right? Because we understand that, you know, like I said, the times is coming to an end, and we gotta be on guard, Israel, on the signs and all these wonders of signs. But I'm gonna play this again. Listen to what the brother's saying, and see if you could pick up some of these key words.
Locust invasion of epic proportions, and it is swarming East Africa right now.
So the United Nations says that these insects could decimate the region's food supply, and it's concerned it could become a full-blown plague.
Right, a full-blown plague, man. That's literally what the brother said. It could be a full-blown plague. And if you don't understand anything about, anything about what happened in Egypt, you know, there was locusts that consumed the land, right? Just want to get these scriptures out because not only are we looking at what's going on during the end times with the locusts, but you got certain diseases and pestilence, right? So this is the book of Deuteronomy 28:15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Most High thy power, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee, right? And so if you keep going, it goes through a list of curses. But it's telling, this is Moses talking through Yahweh, right? Through the Most High, and saying, hey, Israel, you got to do these commandments. You got to do these statutes. You gotta acknowledge the Most High, because and you gotta excuse me if my voice is a little cracky. You know, I'm just, it's late, and I'm tired, but the Spirit just kind of dwelt on me, and I wanted to get verse 59 in Deuteronomy 28, because the story of Moses and all the plagues of Egypt. You You got waters that turn red, right? Blood was in the rivers. You had hail and earthquakes and, all these different diseases and famine, sickness, right? It says, if thou if thou wilt not observe to do all the words of this law that are written in this book, that thou mayest fear this glorious and fearful name, the Most High thy power. Verse 59. Then the Most High will make thy plagues wonderful, and the plagues of thy seed, even great plagues, and of long continuance, and sore sickness, and of long continuance. Right? So that's just talking about just certain plagues. It doesn't necessarily have to be just this locust plague. It could be a plethora of other plagues that has come through, literally taking over the whole name, the whole land, the whole world. And it's just not just that, right? Verse 60, moreover, he will bring upon thee all the diseases of Egypt, which thou was afraid of, and they shall cleave unto thee. Also every sickness and every plague, which is not written in this book of this law, then will the Most High bring upon thee until thou be destroyed. Right? So we understand in the book of Exodus, right, that there was a swarm of locusts. There was all these diseases and all these atrocities, you would say, plagues. It was literally plagues, right, that came upon the Egyptians and Pharaoh for not letting his people go, right? Matter of fact, let me get that in Zechariah 2:9, because if you mess with the Most High's children, you gotta pay the piper. You gotta come into and pay dues. See, the Most High, he's allowing these things to happen to his children. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, you gotta pay for what you've done, right? This is Zechariah 2:8. For thus saith the Most High of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you, right? And all these other nations, these nations in Africa, these Kenyans, right? These so-called Canaanites and Hamites, they had us in slavery. They sold us in slavery, right? And so that was the spoil. They spoiled us. They spoiled the children of Israel. For he that toucheth you, toucheth the apple of his eye. And this was a physical touch, but at the same time, they had us in mental and spiritual slavery. They got us thinking that we them. You know what I'm saying? They got us, and the world got us thinking that we are from all different parts of Africa, when we're really from Israel. And we could tell by these curses that we went through. But on top of that, these other nations are getting their end too, right? For behold, I will shake mine hand upon them. Most High said he going to shake his hand upon them, meaning he going to be pissed. He going to be throwing hands. And they shall be a spoil to their servants, and ye shall know that the Most High of hosts has sent me. Right? But, and that's just letting you know that, you don't mess with the Most High's children. Right? Let me get, and the reason why, Deuteronomy 7:6, it says, for thou art a holy people unto the Most High thy power. The Most High thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Right? So he's letting you know right there that, when you mess with the Most High's special people, you mess with Israel, Yasharallah, the sons of Jacob. We go by many names, but we're 12 tribes of a certain group of people. Then you got to get that fiery rebuke. You got to get that that hell. You're gonna catch hell, right? And so you see the brother here, well, the Hamitic brother, Look what he's doing.
For 3 months now, swarms of desert locusts.
They spending their whole day chasing off locusts. Look at that. Hold on, I gotta go back. He's spending his whole day shaking off locusts, and all they're gonna do is just come right back. And it's so much, and it hasn't just happened in Africa. Happened in Las Vegas too. Look at all that locust. And if you know anything about locusts, man, hold on. Let's just do a quick look at this. Hundreds of billions of locusts swarm. Hundreds of billions. Locust swarms put millions at risk of starvation across Africa. You're about to see world famine happen, man. This happened in the Chinese as well. Chinese aid arrives in Pakistan. It's all over the world. It happened in Las Vegas. You got this coronavirus, right? But I just want to check this out real quick. It says under certain circumstances, they become more abundant and change their behavior and habits, becoming gregarious. What does gregarious mean? Okay, so it just says that they become more of a group, right? They band together. Right? Check this out. Esau know what's going on. The ancient Egyptians carved them on their tombs. I wonder why they did that. Because of those plagues, right? Look at this. Swarms have devastated crops and been a contributory because of famines and human migrations. More recently, changes in agricultural practices. Okay. So they eat up, literally, they eat up vegetation. They eat up produce. Wow. Yeah, I don't want to get down a wormhole, but that is crazy. Look at this. The cost of handling the infestation was put at 122 million US dollars, and the damage to crops up to 2.5 billion dollars. Wow. That is crazy. So as you can see, there's between this and Corona, all these fires happening around the world. Man, you got to get your life together, Israel. You got to repent. Matter of fact, just bring this out real quick. Psalm 51. Shlaki. Bear with me. I'm not feeling well this night. Right? You have to repent. And one of my favorite books is Psalms. There's so many beautiful gems in Psalms. Right? This is Psalm 51. Right? Let's start at verse 2. It says, wash me thoroughly from my iniquity and cleanse me from my sin. For I acknowledge my transgressions, and my sin is ever before me. Against thee only have I sinned, and done this evil in thy sight, that thou mayest be justified when thou speakest, and be clear when thou judgest. Right? And it's just saying, to blot out the transgressions, blot out the iniquities, blot out, the wrong that you've done, right? And so, Israel, you have to repent because time is running out, right? Time is running out, and man, yeah. That's it on that. Just want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And with that, I say shalom.